Hello, and welcome to this video presentation on using ICT to teach maths as per the Australian curriculum. Today, we will be looking at the program Mathspace and its applications. My name is Rebecca Tripodi, and I am a pre-service teacher at Murdoch University. This is the declaration stating that this work is my own, except where referenced. Technology has become part of our daily lives, and most children use some form of technology from a very young age. In her book, Maths is All Around You, Marianne Canal refers to children as digital natives because they have been introduced to ICT from an early age and are instinctive users. This is further reflected by the accessibility of ICT, as last year the Australian Bureau of Statistics reported 97% of children had access to smartphones, computers, tablets or laptops. When educating students, teachers can utilise this familiarity with technology and use it as a platform for learning opportunities. There is a multitude of websites and apps available to assist in teaching maths today. We'll be looking at Mathspace. It is an exceptional program with built-in ebook, which is printable, thousands of videos, and over 15,000 questions, all with work solutions. It was created by Swinburne University of Technology, and recent studies by Alio and colleagues yielded results highlighting the effectiveness of the program. It prides itself on its adaptive approach that is driven by data and algorithms. It provides a non-linear approach to instruction that caters for the fact that there are usually multiple ways to tackle a problem, and it monitors how students form their answers. The algorithm knows where to offer support. It also notices in students in need of enrichment, missing out on the basic fundamentals, and it will take them a few concepts earlier to help them rebuild their knowledge base. Also, it flags accelerated students, allowing them to move forward and work on harder questions. This creates a truly personalised approach to teaching at any time, at any place, as long as you have a device and the internet. Now I would like to show you how Mathspace actually works. So, when we go into our topics, we can see here that it does align directly with the Australian Year 6 curriculum. We have multiple issues looking at number and place value. We've got plenty of fractions and decimals. As we move into percentages, which is your money and financial mathematics, it's looking at sales, and it has a few investigations where students have put in the space of they're buying an iPod, a game or a hat and having to work out the discounts or how much money is left to pay. So then we've got our patterns and our algebra. So there we go, we've got patterns there, we've got measurement and geometry, and then we've got shapes, so geometry again, we've got location and transformation, which we're going to get to in a bit, geometry, probability, and then it's data and graphs, so that's in there as well. So each subject is given like subcomponents, so as we can see, for our subject we will be looking at today, location and transformation, which generally falls under geometry. We are here, and there's quite a few little subsections there to help enforce those two main points that we're looking at. So we're going to look at translations, reflections, rotations, and doing them with and without digital technology, and introducing the Cartesian plane, which has your four quadrants, and usually what you do your translations and rotations on. So that's what I mainly want to focus on, the number plane itself. There are lessons, investigations, and a review. So first of all, this is the screen that you will log into. We want to have a look at lessons. So firstly, what is the Cartesian plane? It breaks it down and really explains it to students. So here we've got our y-axis and our x-axis. We've got our point of origin, so point 0. And it shows you where your numbers are going: positive, negative, negative, positive. It then explains your four quadrants, 1, 2, 3, and 4. the importance of always putting the X value first and really enforcing that with the investigation, which I'll show you shortly. And then there's plenty of videos, so it really works through every single possible element of the basic introduction of the Cartesian plane. So if we then go to the investigation, which is less interactive than some other ones on there, like there's building marshmallow towers in groups and investigating the money side of things and fractions and more spatial awareness, bring it back to the blocks and really visualizing and using your motor skills to enforce what's going on. This one here gives you the option of drawing on your piece of draft paper, but it does link out to GeoBra and what's this one? Desmos. So it gives you a lot of points to plot, and I know it's more on the repetition side of things, but it does mean you have to draw out the two planes, and you really putting in you that X is always first, which I as a uni student still forget. So I think it's good practice for anybody. And then when we get to the quiz at the end, it basically gives you a point for review. So here we want to see what we've learnt. So find the points that have the given coordinates. So what's this one? 4 and 3. So we can assume that it's P, I dare say. I have hit hint because I've had a few hidden misses with the recording of this video. So we'll hit hint again and see points where positive X values are to the right of the orange. So again, it's not really giving too much information, but there is a video walkthrough on how to figure it out.
Out of these 4 given points on the number plane, we need to figure out which one corresponds to this coordinate.
Enforcing that option is there. There is the option to review, so you can do another test before you take your actual form of assessment and prepare for the type of questions you will be faced with. And then there's also a marking sheet, so you can see how you've gone straight away as you work. So that's the wonder of Mathspace. Let's go back to our presentation. So there's a lot of discussion around whether or not ICT has educational value. So Canoe discusses that the main points against is that some people believe it actually can harm students' learning opportunities. The main cause for concern is screen exposure and people believing that gaming can be quite addictive. Of course, some IT devices as well are said to possibly limit social skills. However, research does indicate that ICT is an invaluable tool for learning mathematical concepts, and new ways of teaching and learning maths can be used with technology. Maths-based activities are not just to be completed individually on a screen. It's adaptive, multimodal approach that encourages collaboration and activities to be completed off-screen. This encourages creativity, enabling students to make connections and create deeper understanding. Mathspace is not designed solely for rote learning and drill practice. It takes full advantage of learning opportunities offered through exploration, creative problem solving, and self-guided instruction. This system also has handwriting recognition with all their mathematical problems, and that allows learners to undertake different mathematical questions with immediate feedback, and it also stops from the data input being a factor in inhibiting their learning. So it's also an interactive space for parents, students and teachers to monitor progress, and they've got really easy access to their information and they get their feedback instantly. There's 24-hour support there as well, because the site is made by teachers and run by teachers. So although the system is designed with the students at the forefront, the benefits to the teacher are amazing. They can easily assign work with the program, making it instantly marking it instantly, enabling more time to be spent on student development. So as for me, I personally believe that incorporating technology into student learning where possible is an excellent idea. Students spend a great deal of time looking at screens. And from my personal experience, the moment you introduce an iPad or an interactive whiteboard activity to the class, it always draws in attention and also gives them more like a real life example as opposed to the whiteboard. So in summary, I personally believe Mathspace has the ability to be implemented nationally, which it is seen in schools all throughout the state, different states. It has a very strong curriculum focus and is totally based on the Australian curriculum. Its algorithms make it extremely adaptive to individuals, and the multimodal learning means everyone has the ability to learn as it engages in different learning opportunities. Thank you for taking the time to view my video. These are my references. And that is all. Thank you very much.